How you doing? Welcome to the show. Now, first, do me a favor and pick which game you want to play.
And concerned about my performance on the job with my feet hurting.
Super.
Could you get a barn door and a century, please?
Now, tell me, how many people do we have playing today?
This 24-hour TV show, man.
Hey, why don't you type your name in there for me?
It's like enough already.
Boston creams, lemon-filled, apple-filled,
Yep,
blueberry,
got it.
and raspberry.
doesn't know what
45 seconds.
Okay, your buzzer is B, as in bet you wish you were playing the game right now.
The powdered sugar.
I was like,
Very
honey,
good, see?
Okay, keep them doggies rolling now.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. You know what I mean?
All right, pay attention. People screw this up all the time. As soon as you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in. Then you have to hit the number that corresponds to the answer you want. You got that?
10.
Good luck to you.
9. 8. Okay, and get rid of the desktop. 5. 4.
Tarot
3.
making the great beyond just a little bit greater.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. Hi there, and welcome to the Colorized episode, our little nod to this splendid time of the year when the leaves on the trees change color and then die and fall off the trees, and then they turn brown and decay and they're raked into piles and burned, and then they sleep for an eternity, which is forever and forever and forever. Oh man, I want to die. Somebody hold me. Okay, you ready to go? Let's do it. All right, pick a category.
Question number 1.
For your viewing pleasure, a skunk with a suntan. $2,000 for correct answer. All right, hey, I got a joke for you. Which country's flag is black and white and red all over? Israel, Yemen, Brazil, or Japan? Yemen. You know, no matter how many times I hear that joke, it still makes me laugh. Yemen. Give me a category. We're calling this one, Do You Feel Lucky? $1,000 if you get it. Pencils ready. Let's do it. If General Mills, you know, the folks that make that one cereal with the different colored marshmallow shapes, well, if they wanted to market a pro-gay cereal, which of these marshmallow shapes would they most likely include? Pink triangles, blue circles, yellow stars, or purple hearts? The pink triangle is one of the symbols used to represent the gay community. But I don't know how you could possibly market a cereal as gay. Maybe some religious leader has an idea or two. All right, I need a category.
Who will answer question 3?
Coming at you, thus saith Papa Smurf. How does $2,000 sound? Ready? Catch this. Because he's generally pictured as being the color blue, who would most likely be the spiritual leader of the Smurfs? Booty Smurf, Krishna Smurf, Yahweh Smurf, or Jesus-y Smurf? The Hindu deity Krishna is traditionally colored blue, so he'd be a great spiritual leader for the Smurfs. The only problem with Hindu Smurfs is that whole bindi thing. I mean, you stick a red dot on a Smurf's forehead, it looks like a big purple Smurf zit. Ugh. Time to pick a category.
Hallelujah! Bow your heads and pray to 4.
Let's see what we got going. Oompa Loompa, I've got another question for you. You're looking at $3,000 on this one. Hey, do you remember those brightly colored chocolate-making imps from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Nah, who doesn't? Suppose Willy Wonka buys Color Me Beautiful consultations for all the Oompa Loompas. Considering their orange skin color, what season will they be? Spring, summer, autumn, or winter? Oh, that orange skin makes Oompa Loompas natural autumns. Although that green hair is so not working. Please! Obviously, they should be blondes. That's the end of round 1. We'll be back with round 2 right after these messages.
To learn more about an advertiser, hit any key on your keyboard. We'll show you more information after you leave the game.
Lay chain of command at 2am.com today, soldier.
Welcome back. It's time to play round 2, where the values are doubled. All right, if everybody's ready, let's do it. Give me a category. Here we have politically correct crayons. And this one's going to be worth $4,000. Now, you might have heard that earlier this year, Crayola changed the name of its Indian red color because some people found it offensive. Well, suppose you wanted to protest the new name Crayola chose to replace Indian Red. Which group might you form? The Chestnut Liberation Front, the Burnt Umber Defense League, the Sunburn Preservation Society, or People for the Ethical Treatment of Mauve? After soliciting more than 250,000 suggestions, Crayola renamed its Indian Red color Chestnut, which apparently won by a slim margin over the second place name, Dried Cakey Blood. All right, pick a category. Okay, Flesh Nut Slit Slime Snore.
It's time for a Tinkerlick Test Drum.
Take a look at this gibberish category. Cheese Whiz is much better. The opening value of this gibberish question is $10,000. Now check this out. As the time disappears, so does the money. So the sooner you buzz in, the better. Okay, now you must tell me what this rhymes with. Mal, no cage whiz. Now, and ignore that punctuation, huh? All right, first clue. It's a large monocolored book. Go for it. Type in your answer and hit return. You know, the Yellow Pages has many other uses, too. Now, sure, you can use it as a step ladder or prop up a table leg, even put a wig on it and take it to the prom. Oh, she was beautiful, and she stole my heart. All right, I need a category.
7, lucky, lucky 7.
The category? Can't we all just color coordinate? You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Ready? Here's the question. Suppose membership in the Rainbow Coalition were only open to people who were one of the colors in the rainbow. Who would be excluded? Indigo people, violet people, blue people, or magenta people? Score it! Of course, magenta people do enjoy some special privileges. For instance, they get to check both the purple and red boxes on their census form. Time to pick a category. Well, I hope you're all rested up, because you're about to take on a Dis or Dat. The category for this Dis or Dat question is, either way, you're cruising for a bruising. Okay, open your eyes and listen up. I'm going to read off 7 words, okay? And as each one pops up, I want you to tell me if it describes a shade of black or a shade of blue. If it's black, oh, you already know how to play. Fine, you got 30 seconds. You ready? Let's dance. Azure, black or blue? Ebony. Raven. Lapis lazuli. Sable. Sapphire. One more. Jet. That'll do it. Perfect. And with time to spare, no less. Here you go. Congratulations. Let's move on. Give me a category.
Aloha, question number 9.
This one's called inferior decorating. How does $4,000 grab you? See what you can do with this one. Suppose President Clinton has the White House's Blue Room redecorated. If the new decor is inspired by the recent Broadway production of The Blue Room, what will it feature? A naked Nicole Kidman, a bald John Leguizamo, a gun-wielding Bernadette Peters, or a drunk Kevin Spacey? Just like every magazine cover these days, The Blue Room featured a buck-naked Nicole Kidman. Boy, I'll tell you, I'd do just about anything to see Nicole Kidman naked, except sit through some boring play or Stanley Kubrick movie. That's the end of round 2. We'll be right back with round 3 after this. Welcome back. It's time to play round 3. You ready? Good, we're starting. All right, pick a category.
10 fingers and 10 toes, would you like to have a cheap cigar?
Well, what do we have here? Cake exit fun to get to Rainbow Land. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Okay, so they tell me on these color wheel things that colors actually have opposites, right? Like red is opposite to green, or orange to blue, and so on, okay? So riddle me this, freak. Who was Rainbow Bright's evil arch-nemesis? Mr. Gloomy, Purple Pie Man, Murky Dismal, or Leprechaun Lou? Rainbow Bright's enemy numero uno was the ghastly Murky Dismal. Scientifically speaking, by being the opposite of a rainbow, Murky was considered the anti-cute. All right, I need a category.
It's 11 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1, it's 11.
For your viewing pleasure, this limo has a fully stocked deli counter. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Hey, do you remember those ads for Grey Poupon mustard, where the one guy would pull up next to the other and say, "Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?" Imagine a car pulls up next to you and asks, "Pardon me, do you have any gray matter?" Technically, what are they asking you for? Your brainstem, your brain nerve tissue, your cerebellum, or your basal ganglia. But of course, it's brain nerve tissue. And let me tell you, nothing tastes better on a ham sandwich than some smeared brain nerve tissue. It truly brings the flavor to life. Time to pick a category.
Well, let's delve into question 12.
This category is known as ice cream, and this one's going to be worth $2,000. Okay, listen very carefully. Van Morrison recorded the song Brown Eyed Girl, right? Well, imagine it was about Crystal Gayle, who sang Don't Make My Brown Eyes Blue, and then she ran into Willie Nelson after the breakup, and he wrote Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, and then the rain was purple, like the Prince song, and Prince serenaded the green-eyed lady from the Sugarloaf song by singing her Red, Red Wine. You got that straight? What colors would Crystal Gayle's eyes have been? Blue, then brown, then red, brown, then blue, green, then blue, then purple, or brown, then blue, then purple, then green? Right there. I don't know, call me stupid, but when I want my brown eyes blue, I just put in colored contacts. Give me a category.
Look at the green. It's 13.
For your enjoyment, When Teen Idols Attack. And this one's worth $2,000. Hey, do you remember that movie that had the, jeez, I can't remember the name of it. Buzz in and help me out here, will you? It's the movie from the 80s. It's got the guys in it with the Dirty Dan, the Patrick Swayze guy, and C. Thomas Howell, and that guy who's always with the trouble, Charlie Sheen. That look, the Russians and Cubans invade the U.S., and these guys are in a small town, and they shoot it. It was like Radon Chong, or, it sounds like that. What's the name of the freaking movie? Come on, buzz in and type the title so we can go on with the question. Go for it. Type in your answer. Red Dawn, of course. That's the name of that movie. Radon Chong. Anyway, suppose the guys from Red Dawn start a sequel called Red Donnie and Marie, because it's also the... Hey, stop the music. Hey, I'm just getting to the question. See, this is exactly what I was talking about in the employee counseling meeting. Great. All right, pick a category. The category is colorful language. How does $4,000 grab you? Okay, kids, gather round, because it's time for me to tell you one of Uncle Schmitty's famous hard-boiled crime stories. Listen carefully, there will be a test. He got the green light, started dealing brownies, got caught red-handed, told a white lie, got blackballed, caught yellow fever, and died. The end. Now, punk, which of these did not happen to him? He was ostracized, he contracted malaria, he received the go-ahead, or he was caught selling amphetamines. Malaria and yellow fever ain't the same thing, my friend. But hey, it could have been worse. At least he wasn't blue-balled while dealing greenies to some pinkos, huh? All right, that's all around 3. Now, right after these messages, you're going to have a jack attack.
Play poker online with other people live at www.2am.com.
Introducing a revolutionary concept in web design, airforce.com. Enjoy one-stop shopping for Air Force wallpaper, screensavers, e-cards, and games, all absolutely free. This is an unlimited time offer, so act now. Visit www.airforce.com. Welcome to the Jack Attack. When you see... Alright then, let's fast forward and get right to the good part. Here comes your clue. A stain on your character. Better there than on your pants, that's what I say. Yeah, baby, you were all over that attack. Let's see what you did to your score. That's the game. Wow, that was an exciting game. It was a real thrill. You were the best player we've had by far. Now do me a favor, will you? Look to your left. Now look to your right. Now repeat after me. You don't know Jack! Howdy, kids. This is Pecos Bucky here, telling you to tune in next week for another exciting episode of You Don't Know Jack the Net Show. Woohoo! And they didn't even pay me to say this. Woohoo!
Very nice work, people. Let's get those commercials going. Cookie, hon, are we doing this again or what?
Hey, if you want to do another one, just let me know.
Hey guys, Cookie's audio is getting slightly distorted.
No.
Look, I've already got a grievance from the union.